Lee, you're at MSI Ragg Weir, and your specialist area is audit, and within audit, not-for-profits, I believe, are a major area of your work?
About 50% of our clients are not-for-profit, and then about 50% are for-profit.
Okay, and of the not-for-profit clients, what's the typical engagement?
We have a wide variety. I mean, we have charitable type foundations, and then we have trade unions, which are not for profit. We have organizations that receive a lot of grants from the government for like disability services, registered training organizations, or even migrant resource centers.
And what's the nature of the work that you do with those clients?
Okay, not-for-profit is getting more complicated with new legislation as time goes on. With the introduction of the ACNC and the ATO all jumping into it, the reporting requirements are horrendous. For instance, with a trade union, you have the Fair Work Act, and a typical trade union's set of accounts can go up to 80 pages of reporting requirements.
Yeah, and so it's important that you ensure that they've got their reporting correct?
Yes. Like using an example of a trade union, Fair Work is very, very picky on it, and they will refuse to lodge their accounts. And ACNC nowadays are also getting into the act, and everyone wants more and more disclosures, which not-for-profit previously didn't have, like things like governance statements, which usually applies for-profit. They want it in there nowadays.
And why is that? Why is there so much more sort of compliance required?
Because I think not-for-profits tend to have weaker management. Pardon the expression. They think that because they're not-for-profit, therefore, and based on past experience, some not-for-profit do not look after. They get the money from the government and they do not use it wisely. And so the government has clamped down. Typical example of one rotten apple among 100, and all the legislation comes in.
So it's pretty important that the auditor they select is really on top of the issues.
Yes, and it's very important. I agree with you, because the most embarrassing thing that can happen to a not-for-profit is that they miss out on the compliance, and then like for instance, the information statement that they got to lodge with the ACNC. If you don't lodge it within 6 months, ACNC will deregister you, in inverted commas, and then the ATO will come in and say, aha, you have been deregistered by the ACNC, we're going to look at your tax status, tax exempt status.